How did you get your first customer?
So at that other company that I was at before that, I was in a marketing company, and I pretty much was learning AI. I joined a community online, and I started learning every single course that they had, and they actually had a leaderboard of the top 25 students in that campus. 10,000 people at that time. The top 25, they were all making thousands of dollars on AI. That's interesting. And I started seeing what they did, and I was like, wow, I could totally do that. And I learned it in a month. And a month from that, I was like, you know what, I could do it. Quit my job. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but God's got me.
All right, welcome back. This is the Building Billions podcast. And if you've been here before, you know that I just don't sit down with just regular anybody. I'm sitting down with real people, real genuine people that's doing real big things, CEOs in their business, and just not in business, really impacting other people, have strong faith in God, have strong faith, have strong work ethic, and just doing big things in the community. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and share this episode with someone that you want to see win. And today, I got my guy, Daniel, founder, CEO of Spiderbug AI. Today, we're going to break down how he helps people unlock new growth through tech, through AI, and why trusting God plan is the biggest piece of it all. Daniel, I appreciate you for pulling up. Let's get straight into it.
For sure. Thank you, brother.
What's up?
Nice being here.
Yeah, nice meeting you, man. Nice meeting you, bro. Let's just talk about how we met, man.
Yeah, I mean, very interesting how we met. It was actually my second day at that, co-working space that we both joined.
Yes.
And I was just pretty much getting to know the place at the beginning. It was a Saturday. I think there was no one there, right?
Nobody there.
It was just you and some other guy, and then I was there just working.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, that guy looks interesting there. You were recording, and I was like,
had my
wow.
production team
you had
with
your
me.
whole team there.
Yep.
I was like, that guy's cool. He's doing something.
Doing something.
And I spoke to the other guy that was there. He became now my really good friend of mine. We work together. So
You just met him that day?
I just met him that day too.
What?
Yep. So I met that guy. We talked really well, and we made a really good connection. And then after that, I talked to you, and we also made a good connection. And
nice. And the place that I met Daniel at, it's at our office located in Frisco, and this is not just a normal office.
Yep.
We're in the heart of Frisco, really at the headquarters of the Dallas Cowboys. So when you're in the right position and in the right place, you're gonna meet the right people. And that's very important in business and networking and just really in life, just being in position. Our facility, our office, it overlooks the Cowboys practice facility. Mm-hmm. We get to look at them practice. That's something that I enjoy doing big time. Yep. Really, being here in Dallas was a dream of mine as a kid.
Yep.
I was a Cowboys fan my whole life. My man cave, I got Cowboys everywhere. I got one side of the room Cowboys, the other side Kobe Bryant.
Oh, wow.
And that's it, man.
Yeah.
And so being at that office is like a dream come true for me.
Oh, yeah.
Just living the dream, So where are you from originally?
So originally my family's from South Texas, from McAllen. So the Rio Grande Valley, they call it.
Yes.
And it's pretty much tip of the border with Mexico. So I grew up there for pretty much most of my life till about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I got a job in Fort Worth.
Okay.
So I moved here to Fort Worth. And then after that, I transitioned to another job in Addison. And then now I started my business and I moved to Frisco.
So what's your background like in business? Did you go to college?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
What
so
college?
I went to, down there, there's a University of Texas branch called UTRGV.
Okay.
University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley.
Okay.
So I graduated from high school, went straight to college, and actually went to early college. So I got my associate's degree right away from high school.
Nice.
And then I only went two and a half years to college and went straight to the core classes and got my computer science degree in a bachelor's. So
nice. So I went to college in Mississippi, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the University of Southern Miss. And similar to you, like I was kind of in that early fast track.
Mm-hmm.
I was 16 in college.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't that early, but that's impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, I was 16 in college because I kind of sped through my high school years. I skipped the 11th grade, went from 10th straight to 12th. Okay. And while other people were like skipping class, not skipping class, but when you become a senior, you don't have a full schedule.
Yeah.
I had a full schedule because I was trying to graduate early.
I see.
I was in summer school taking classes. My whole goal was to get out the house and just go.
Yeah.
And so I was 16 in college. I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest with you. I'm here now, but it's been a journey,
Right. Same.
It's been a journey. Like, low-key, my first semester, my GPA was Less than a 1.0.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah.
So that
It
lets you
hit you
know.
hard. Yeah.
It hit me hard,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
It hit me hard. It hit me hard. So you got your degree in computer science.
That's right. Yeah.
And you got here to Texas. What was your first job when you got here?
So I've been, I grew up in Texas, my entire life. My family's from Mexico. They call it Nuevo León. That's the area. So from Monterrey, and then there's another small towns that there's only like 30 people that live there. So everyone knows each other. So my family grew up from there. They would raise cattle. They had farms.
Ooh.
It was just very like rural place. Like there was really no people there.
Monterrey, that's like water, right? It's beautiful there,
Yeah,
right?
it's beautiful. It's
real
a nice
beautiful.
city. Yeah.
Is it close to the beach?
No, it's not close to the beach.
Not close to the beach.
But
Okay.
it's a really nice city. There's a
Okay.
lot to do there. The food is amazing.
Oh yeah, Mexican food is
Mexican.
the best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
one of
there-
my favorite places in Mexico when I travel.
Mhm.
I always want to go to Mexico.
Yeah, it's the best. You can go to Cancun or those areas, but
Yes.
yeah, my family was from there, and then they moved to Rio Grande Valley, to the South Texas part, and I just grew up there. I have a twin brother, so I don't know if you knew that part.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I have a twin
Identical?
brother. Identical.
What's his name?
His name's David.
David? Okay, cool.
Yep.
And
I have
where
a
does he live?
He lives in Austin.
All
He
right.
lives in Austin. He works for Tesla as an electrical engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, so he has his own family already over there,
Okay.
and he's doing very well for himself too.
Nice.
And then I have a little brother as well.
Okay.
Little, but he's like 6 foot already. He beat everybody. Yeah, and he's huge too.
He's huge. Where does he live?
He lives. He's doing his master's degree down there in UTRGV.
Okay.
So he's studying mechanical engineering.
Man.
So
you got some
everyone
smart
studied something.
guys.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have any sisters?
Mm-mm.
Just
No.
all
Yeah,
guys?
my mom tried, but she didn't want to try again because she
Right.
thought she might get another twins. Yeah, so she didn't want to risk that.
So does twins, like the genetics, they run in your family?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, I
Okay.
have some relatives that were twins. Some of my mom's or my dad's cousins are twins. So it's in the family. Yeah.
So you grew up in Texas. Did
Mm-hmm.
you ever go back to Mexico?
We would go like just for weekend trips, just to go to the ranch. We my grandparents had a ranch, my uncles. We would just go and have fun.
Okay.
And just pretty much have adventures. We would go through the different forests and stuff. It was awesome. We would go fishing, we would go hunting. We
In
do whatever.
Mexico?
In Mexico, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it was a good time, and we would just cook and eat what we kill, pretty much.
Hey, that's the life right
Yeah,
there, man. That's the life. Simple, but
Very
good.
simple. Oh yeah, and then all the family there.
You can't beat that. You
And my
can't-
dad had 8 brothers, so it was a huge family all the time. Real good time. All the cousins.
Oh, yeah.
So it
Big
was a
family.
good childhood. And then we went to high school,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of how I transitioned to entrepreneur journey.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my twin brother started selling chips in high school. That was kind of the start of some that money.
Were
the
you
taste of
buying it
money.
from Costco's
We
or
were,
Sam's?
yeah, Sam's,
I
yeah.
sold candy in high
Yeah,
school.
well, that's how-
Airheads, 25 cents, but I would buy like 100 of them for like $4
Yeah, that's what we
and sell them
did.
for 25
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah, we made some good money off of that, and then we transitioned to reselling shoes, and that was the big ticket. We made really good money. Did that for about 4 years. We
Now-
get every Yeezy drop.
How? I want to know about that.
Yeah.
I want to know about that. Can you break that business down for me?
Yep.
All right, so you were reselling shoes. How do you make money doing that?
So at first, couple years back, it used to be a lot easier in terms of how much profit you can make. Nowadays, it's very saturated.
Okay.
And then there's so many shoes now that kind of the value doesn't really align anymore. But back then, a Yeezy would come out, it would be $250, and then it would flip for $1,000, right? It would be that
Sheesh.
good. Yeah, we were in 2016, 2017 when they were barely coming out.
Okay.
So we would hit almost every single drop, and we would be making
Now,
5x on these.
Now I know you do automations.
Yep.
Were you using
Of
automations for that?
course. So we couldn't beat them. Might as well join them.
Okay.
We were getting beat by bots, and at first it was easy. We could do some manual, and we could get some of the drops, but then it was just insane how much people would get with the bots. People would get 100 pairs of shoes, and they would be making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of these shoes. So we got a bot, and we would hit about 10 pairs, 20 pairs per drop, and we were pretty much the plugs of shoes down there in the valley.
What was the name of the business?
It was called the Hype Corner.
Hype Corner.
Yeah,
Hype
but we
Corner.
started a little kind of shoe store called TDK. We helped start it,
Okay.
and that became a really big business down there.
So did you sell the shoes to TDK?
Yeah, we would sell them there. And then we became kind of like the managers at that place. And we were barely like 17, 18 years old. And we would just be flipping shoes, grabbing the new drops, put them in the store, flipping them to the people coming in the store. And it was just an amazing time, just flipping. And
Yes.
we
What
love
what was
this.
your hottest shoe?
We had the Off-White, the UNC. We
Okay.
got that one for retail, and it's the light blue Off-White
Oh
Jordan 1.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We got it for 180 and we flipped it for like almost 2 grand.
180?
Yep. Yep. Yeah. That
Wow.
was a crazy lick. Yeah.
So man, talk to me about the bot. I want to know about that. Like,
So I coded one, but it was for Supreme. So we would also do Supreme. But we would buy the bots, At that point, I wasn't
okay.
really too savvy in coding.
Okay.
Now I could probably make a couple bots.
Okay.
But at that point, you could just buy a license from one of the people that would make the bots. It was like 2 grand, 3 grand for the software, and
Mm,
you could do pretty good. Yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
Now, would that be something that would be useful today, or like,
Oh, people
I know you
still
said
use
it's
it.
oversaturated, but
Yeah,
are the bots, have they gotten better or?
they've gotten better. I mean, a lot of the companies have kind of put limitations onto how many people can buy now. They put out security measures, so it's kind of harder. But there's definitely ways to bypass that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's definitely a lot more saturated. So if a Jordan 1 comes out, they don't really go for so much money unless it's a
Mm-mm.
really, really hype drop, like
Mm-mm.
a new collaboration with an artist or like a
Mm-hmm.
Travis Scott, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like this. That's what really sells nowadays. But a generic Jordan 1 doesn't really go for so much. Or
Mm-hmm.
Yeezys, Yeezys kind of died already.
So, are you still into shoes right
No,
now?
I mean, I collect them. Yeah, I have a couple pairs myself,
Okay.
but I don't do any more flipping unless there's like something really crazy that's coming out, and maybe I'll try it out. But I'm just focused on the business now.
So, have you ever thought to create bots and sell them to other people that's interested into doing it?
I mean, I've thought about it, but currently I have kind of like another vision for the company, and we're
Okay.
doing a lot of different, more consumer products, and doing a lot of AI kind of SaaS products, software as a service.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I kind of transitioned that, but I mean, it's definitely something we could probably do, but it's been a cool journey. Yeah,
Cool journey, cool
yeah,
journey. So most people see AI as like a buzzword,
yeah.
but you seem to turn it into a business.
Oh yeah,
Kind of break down what Spiderbug AI.
Spiderbug AI.
Break that company down to me. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so I started in November, so it's fresh. It's a couple months old, about 8 months old, 8 9 months, and pretty much we do AI automations. So we help you kind of make your business more efficient. Whether it is like if you have too many spreadsheets, if you have too many documents, if you do too much inbound or outbound calling, we do all of that automation. Whether it's calling people, let's say we just incorporated one for a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
They get so many calls in, the AI picks up,
Mm-hmm.
it places the order. We connected it to the Clover system,
Okay.
and then it automates all that, and we get all the orders, and no one has to answer the phone anymore. So and it
Wow.
could take multiple calls at once. So it does, like if there's multiple people calling, the AI is taking every single call.
Now, is restaurant like your niche, or do you
No, that's
service
just
other industries?
yeah, that's just one example. But we're kind of catering to several niches right now. So we did a dumpster one, we did a construction one, we're working on a lawyer right now. So we're
Mm-hmm.
taking his calls and making sure everything's compliant, and then sending it to his CRM so we can tag every single person that's interested.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of what we're doing right now. That's one of the services. We also
Mm-hmm.
do chatbots. We also
Okay.
specialize in app development. So I used to be an app developer for 5 years now,
Okay.
and we're really savvy in that part, and then also websites. So,
So, Spiderbug, right?
yeah,
Why'd you name it
very interesting name.
that?
I mean, a lot of people ask me that question because it's such a strange, spider and bug.
Right.
It's like spider's not really, it's sort of a bug, but not really. But no, I had made that company maybe 5 years ago, but it was called Spiderbug Solutions.
Okay.
So I started with a friend, and I just like spider. I don't really like spiders. I'm actually I was actually afraid of spiders for the longest time,
Right.
but I just stayed. I thought the name was kind of cool, Spiderbug, and then I just added AI onto it and just
Nah,
changed it.
that's a dope name.
Yeah,
That's a dope name.
yeah.
That's super cool, bro. So, all right, you came up with the business in November.
hmm
How did you get your first customer?
That one was God. That's what I say. Because
Mm,
so at that other company that I was at before that, I was in a marketing company. And I pretty much was learning AI. I joined a community online,
okay.
and I started learning every single course that they had, and they actually had a leaderboard of the top 25 students in that campus. And there was like, I don't know, 10,000 people at that time in the campus, and the top 25, they were all making thousands of dollars on AI. I was
Mm.
like, that's interesting. And I started seeing what they did, and I was like, wow, I could totally do that. And I learned it in a month. And a month from that, I was like, you know what, I could do it. Quit my job. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but God's got me.
God got you.
2 days later, some guy I hadn't spoken to in about a year reached out to me. He's like, hey, this guy wants a website. You want to check it out? Like, sure. Checked it out. Sold him on AI, on an AI chatbot,
Yeah.
AI voice caller, and killed it on the website.
Mm.
And after that, that guy referred me to another one, which was a huge client, huge high ticket, did a
Okay.
whole app for them, a CRM, and a website. So that was a huge ticket. My second
Nice.
client.
Okay.
And then I climbed to the leaderboard in that school.
Oh, so
And
you got your own school community.
it's not a school. It's kind of like a little, it's called TRW, the real world.
Okay.
And I joined that community, and yeah, almost every month after that, I've been on the leaderboard.
So how do you get on the leaderboard in that community? What do you have to
You have
do?
to post your wins. So
Oh,
you have to
post your
Yeah,
wins.
you have to post, what you just closed recently.
Okay.
You have to give away everything, but you have to say, hey, I just closed this guy on a voice caller for this amount.
And how many people would you say that's in that community?
There's like 25,000 now.
Sheesh.
And actually, this is a recent win. Last month, I'm number 2.
Man, that
And
is
actually,
amazing.
that brought so much exposure and people, and it's just been crazy these past 2 months, really, of people reaching out to me. Like, there's a guy that wants to come from Austin just to meet me.
Man.
And I was like, wow, I've never had that ever happen before, but it's pretty cool. And it's mostly like I'm inspiring people and helping them
Mm-hmm.
and guiding them on how they can also do what I did. I mean, I have a lot of experience, but anybody can learn this. and
Anybody,
It's not
yeah.
rocket science.
Right.
But in terms of coding, then yeah, you might need a little bit of practice, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit of a learning curve, but
Mhm.
anybody can do it.
What would you say your clients' biggest pain points, and how do you solve that?
I would probably say wasting time.
Wasting time
Waste
management.
time management.
Okay.
Yeah, time management. I'm noticing that a lot in some of these customers, because a lot of these people spend time on stuff they shouldn't be doing. Like, a lot of people are, trying to keep track of so many invoices, so many, like, there's one that I'm about to close soon, and he
Mhm.
keeps track of POs, invoices, like everything's on a spreadsheet.
That's me.
How,
That's me.
Well, there we go. How do I get you?
Yes.
It's like, how can you do this? It's like, this shouldn't even be a thing anymore.
Mhm.
And I kind of resolved that with an app and with AI. So it's like I combine both in one, and you get a really nice system where you can keep track of everything. Everything's so easy to read and
Mhm.
keep track of. So
So
that's the biggest pain point that I
the
noticed.
time management, right?
Yeah.
So you referred him to an app, or is it your app that you gave him?
I made him an app, custom app.
You made him a
Yeah,
custom
a
app
custom
to save time
Yep,
and
save
to
time.
keep everything
Yep,
organized.
Yep, it's pretty much custom tailored for their business.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But there's other times where maybe the budget's a little lower for them.
Right.
Then I can implement some sort of like CRM, like GoHighLevel.
GoHighLevel,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
love GoHighLevel,
Yeah.
man. You can really do a lot of stuff in GoHighLevel.
Mhm.
I've been using GoHighLevel for maybe 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I consider myself an expert in
Okay.
GoHighLevel.
Wow.
I've created several funnels for hundreds of funnels, sales funnels that've done 6 figures in 24 hours.
Wow.
High ticket offers.
Wow.
I've created those. I set up all the automations. I don't know if you know this about me, but I also have a marketing agency, a
Yeah.
digital marketing agency.
Mhm.
It's called Manifest Minds Media. We've been around for maybe 5 years,
Wow.
and we kind of do some of the similar things. I'm
Yep.
not as tech savvy as you are.
Mhm.
I'm just a solution based type of person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I can figure things out.
Right.
The mechanics in my brain is just meant to figure stuff out because I'm always figuring stuff out for myself.
Yep. Same. Yeah. It's like, anybody can figure it out. Really, it's just like, just do some research and that's it. Now with ChatGPT, you can figure out almost everything.
You can figure out almost
Yeah.
everything. So time management, give me one more pain point that a customer will come to you and say, hey, Daniel, I need your services.
I mean, one of them that it's helping a lot with these voice callers is call volume. Call volume. Also, another big one is not enough customers.
Not enough customers.
Not enough leads. Yeah. So that's another one that I'm kind of partnering with some guy to kind of help me out on that, which is ads. We're doing ads for customers. So there's a lawyer that I'm working with, and he
Man,
needs
those law ads are the toughest. You
Yeah,
know,
they
you're
are.
going to experience that.
They are, yeah.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's just a huge demand for it.
Yeah.
And they have a high budget to spend, but
course.
so does other lawyers.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone's competing in the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're trying to find that advantage of where to take it to, but definitely incorporating some AI stuff in there already kicks it up a little bit. So we're launching that probably next week already.
Okay,
yeah.
and this is working with a law firm.
Yeah.
And what problems are you solving for him?
Not enough leads.
Not enough leads.
Not enough leads. Yeah, not enough leads, and he doesn't have proper organization in his business. So he's scaled it to, a couple millions of dollars. His law firm, and he doesn't have the proper systems in terms of like keeping track of the staff, the calendar, booking, booking different calls, and we're trying to eventually incorporate AI into his actual business to where it even knows how to check the cases and see if there's anything missing or what needs to be added on there, stuff like that. So that's kind of a next step. But
so besides running the ads for his business, how else will you help him increase his leads?
So we're doing the sales funnel. So it's the ad to the sales funnel.
All right.
And then we're also connecting GoHighLevel.
Okay.
And then we're also doing a voice caller that does all the answering.
There you go.
So it's calling these leads and seeing if they're actually interested, and pretty much putting them into the CRM, and then if they're actually interested, they give them a call.
Do you have like a on the funnel itself? Do you have like a checkbox to kind of vet the person, the lead out?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna recommend that for sure.
Yeah, we have that in GoHighLevel.
Okay.
So we made a nice form for people that they fill out.
Yep.
There's a VSL on there too.
Oh, you got a VSL
on
there
there
too?
VSL.
Nice. Did you help him come up with that, or?
Yeah. Well, I have my friend that helps me out on that part, but we both collaborate and we work together. But it's coming out pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
I think next week should be pretty much everything complete.
And does he already have a website?
So he had a website. So it's kind of how I wrote him in.
Yes.
So I don't know if he'll be watching this, but he kind of knows.
Okay.
So I told him how it worked. But so he first wanted Google Ads, and I've done some Google Ads before, and we did some Google Ads for him at first. And I first threw him the big package of, hey, these are all the services that I recommend you to take. Here's how much it's gonna cost. Obviously, that was a big shocker for him seeing that big price tag.
Yeah.
But I closed them on the Google Ads, and it performed really well. But what we started noticing is that a lot of people were going to his website, but it wasn't converting. It's like, hey, your website clearly, like, we had already analyzed it, and it's like, this is not going to work out if people are going to his website, because it was very, like, it was too much information. No one's going to read these huge paragraphs. The titles were not really, like, salesy. Even the landing pages for some of the services weren't proper.
Okay.
It's like, this is an easy, like, redesign.
Okay.
So once he saw that there was this much traffic going to his website, and not proper conversions or no phone calls, and we close them on the website, and then we close them on everything else.
So you just kind of looked at his Google Analytics and saw the traffic coming in, and then said, "Hey, you're not making enough money.
You're not making enough
All this
money.
Traffic coming in, and you're not making enough money.
Yeah, you're not using it to your advantage."
Right. Now, I'm not sure if you've done this already, but if not, this is going to be a good one for him.
Okay.
Did you create some type of cookies on his site?
Not yet. No, not yet. But we're putting in the Google stuff in there.
Okay.
Google Analytics, and putting all the good SEO.
Do you know that there's a way to put cookies on a site without the viewer knowing?
I feel like I've heard of it. Yeah, I haven't really done it, but
yes.
Yeah.
And that cookies can get the demographics of the person. It can get how much money they make. It can get how much money they spend. It can tell you how many kids they have.
Okay.
Yes,
Wow,
you
you're
really
jumping the
know.
sauce here.
Yeah, you really can know all about your client. And then when you do that, when you put those cookies on there, you can automatically target who you need. You know their budget, and you can do that in your business too. When you're kind of seeking for people, you can kind of already know your avatar before they even get on the phone with you.
I'll have to talk to you about that one after.
Yeah, I use that. I use the cookies a lot. I have a home healthcare agency as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, and we use the cookies a lot for that. Kind of just vetting out our clients and our patients.
See how old they are, stuff like that, right?
Just really seeing if they can afford this private care services.
Interesting.
Yes. All right, so you're gonna help that guy out, the attorney. I heard you mention SEO.
Yeah.
Have you done SEO before?
Yeah, we've done SEO.
Okay.
I mean, I've been building websites for also 5-6 years, and they've been all doing pretty good. I mean, all my clients have been pretty happy, and we kill it pretty much most of the time. Deliver a really amazing product. One of my most proudest ones was for that Shopify store.
Okay.
He had, I don't know how he was selling beforehand, honestly.
Right.
But he was making really good money. But I killed it with the design, with the way it flows. His customer feedback was insane of how well it was presented. I mean, I'll say here it was called Boost District.
Okay.
So it's the ones that compete with Demonology and all these people. They're here
Ah,
in South Dallas,
okay.
but they build actually the world's fastest Corvettes. So they just actually broke the record with their E-Ray. They have a twin turbo E-Ray.
Uh-huh.
It ran, I think, 8.7 or something crazy on the track. It
Goodness
was insane.
gracious.
Yeah, I was
And
there live.
what did you do for that company?
So I did their Shopify store. I
Okay.
did their AI voice caller, AI chatbot.
Uh-huh.
And then every month we have kind of like a retainer of now we're doing email marketing.
Yep.
And I killed that one. Like
Yep.
these past 2 months, I made an insane amount of money, over 6 figures in just using email campaigns.
Email
Yeah,
campaigns.
yeah.
There's so much money left on the table
That's what
with
I
the
told him.
emails.
I was like, dude, you're not taking advantage of your
Nope.
of your audience here. It's like you
Mm-mm.
have this huge client base. I identified that pain point because he was like,
Mhm.
hey, how can I increase my sales? Okay, well, let me take a look. And I was like, analyzing his whole business. There's some things we still need to work on, but I was like, this is free money. This is money like that's just sitting on the table. If
Mhm.
we make a proper offer, if we make a proper funnel for them, this will be
Mhm.
easy. Setting up some
Facts.
automated flows, setting
Yep.
up some weekly campaigns.
Yep. Yep.
Easy.
Now, have you created any type of tool that can scrape?
Yeah, I mean, I've done scrapers before.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I would do that when I would make the bots. I would scrape data, and some of the stuff that we do now with AI, we do scrape like different pages and stuff like that to get the actual data. But yeah, we've created web scrapers. It's pretty easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I did one also for an automotive company. He wanted a bunch of wheels added onto his website,
Mm-hmm.
and I pretty much created a bot that would scrape the entire website, grab all the pictures, grab all the titles, grab all the colors of the wheels, and put them into a nice document, and then it would put it on the website. Automated. It was like it was a cool project.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah.
That's super cool. And then I hear you mention the voice activation AI.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that can do outbound calls?
Yeah. So
Like-
it does outbound and inbound.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you get rid of cold calling?
Yeah.
You can solve.
Yeah,
You can
It's
fix that pain
solved.
point.
It's solved.
Okay.
Yeah. So it can do cold calling in terms of a voice call, and we also have the ability to automate emails. So doing the cold outreach through email, and you can send thousands of emails.
And you know who your biggest audience for that, right? It's
Who?
gonna be your real estate people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I haven't really hit that niche yet because honestly, we're jam packed with work right now,
Okay.
and which is a blessing. I'm grateful for
Yeah.
that. But right now, I'm actually trying to transition over to more scaling, and I'm the CEO now, so I'm kind of analyzing everything, seeing the
Mhm.
cards on the table, what route to take, who to hire, stuff like that. So it's a cool journey. It's definitely something new
Yes.
for me, but I'm enjoying every single minute of it.
Let's talk about the CEO journey. So, are you still hands on in the business?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still hands on. I
Yeah.
mean, you still getting your hands
Oh, yeah,
dirty.
hands dirty.
Still working.
Yeah.
So, how are you going to transition from out of that to
Mhm.
straight CEO mode?
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, I'm almost transitioning into full CEO mode by
Okay.
delegating most of the work.
All right.
But you gotta kind of delegate up. So you have to know who to delegate to,
Big one.
and if you don't have to do everything yourself all the time. And even if there's someone if you think you can do it better than them, still you have to delegate it because it's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna, you're gonna waste a lot of time, and sometimes you have to let go. And it's also an ego thing. Like you might be like, oh, I'm better than this, or I'm better than this guy, and that's not how you're gonna grow as a CEO. And
Mm-hmm.
it,
No,
it's
you
a
just
tough
said the key point.
one.
Delegate.
Delegate
up.
up. Yeah, delegate up.
That means you're gonna find somebody that's better and smarter than
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Yeah, and it kind of hurts you sometimes. It's like, hey, it's part of the business.
Nah.
It's like Mark Zuckerberg had his guys, and maybe they were smarter than him.
Mhm.
Steve Jobs. All these people that grew their companies. They were the visionaries, right? So now I
Right.
have to kind of share that vision with my employees,
Mhm.
share our values, our mission,
Mhm.
and what's our end goal, right? So that's not what I'm trying to do, and it's a very exciting thing.
So you spoke about values.
Yeah.
What are the values of Spiderbug AI?
Yep. Pretty much to help grow any business. So I want to help inspire people by what we do, and also just help any client that's in need of maybe they're stuck on a pain point or something,
Mhm.
and also integrating new AI, helping them scale to new places. And we're very faith driven, so we like to have God in our business.
Absolutely.
God, how I say is like God steers the ship, I row.
Yes.
So I'm rowing the ship, he's steering, and we're trying to align ourselves with the correct people, forming a good circle. Yeah, hopefully that answered your question, kind of. But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
for sure. I love those values, man. I love those values, and I think you kind of touched on a mission too.
right,
Just being a problem solver
yeah,
and having God steer.
exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I really like that,
Yeah,
man.
and making cool stuff. We like making cool products. We like making cool like app ideas that no one has thought about, or improving things. And I really like when I get wins from my clients, like that email campaign one. That was like, wow, I can't believe we made this guy this much money, and he's very happy.
I feel like we kind of got like the similar gears in our brain. Like,
Yeah.
I want to know, how do you get around this part? Like,
Let's see.
we both know a lot of automation. How do you get away from not always putting it into something that you want to do? Like, because we can always create, we can always build,
Yeah.
and that's me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always finding something, then I'm just building it for myself.
Right.
Do you have that same problem, or did you have that problem?
I had that problem.
Okay.
So I had that problem, but once I really put myself all in here, it's
Right.
like I have to make business move, and I have to, have food to eat on the table, not only for me but for my team. So I'm actually kind of structuring this business to where we can also work on clients, but we can also work on personal apps. So we're currently building some really cool personal apps that we're all building as a team, and that eventually is going to be maybe some really core products that we build out, maybe as a actual sole company that we build out these products for, and then we also have our client work, right? Our core services that we offer.
Right.
So that's kind of how I position myself to kind of separate myself.
Okay.
In that part. But
And that's kind of what, the name of my company is Building Billions.
Yeah.
And really it's Building Billions is because I'm always building something.
yeah,
I'm always getting new information, and just my brain is going wire crazy.
yep.
And I'm implementing and I'm executing at the highest level. I think that's one of my biggest problems. It's a good problem
It's a
to
good problem
have.
to have. Well, yeah.
But
I mean, that means you're a visionary. You got a lot of ideas.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
man. I am
Yeah.
a visionary, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, all right. So you're going into CEO mode.
Yeah.
How are you going to scale this business?
So hiring the right people,
Okay.
and setting the proper path to where the company should go in the next 5 years, right?
Okay.
The AI space is growing so much.
Yep.
There's new companies coming out every single time. There where we're at, there's a couple other people that have joined that are in the AI space too.
Really?
Yep. And
Okay.
actually, yesterday I got invited to the first ever AI collective here in Dallas. So they have a big thing all around the United States, and they did the first chapter here in Dallas yesterday. So it was a pretty cool time, and everyone there is also building their own AI stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I forgot kind of like your question, what you were saying.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
no, you answered it. You
Yeah.
answered it. Just talking about scaling,
Right with the scaling. Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
just that, the path, the team, getting the proper people, delegating properly, creating the proper systems. That's also the biggest thing, because sometimes you partner with people, but you didn't set up a contract, and it's going to get fuzzy along the line. Money comes in, people change.
Yes.
And it's a really big one that I've actually been a part of in so many business ventures.
We've all been a part about that.
Yeah.
That's part of being in business,
Yeah.
and that's what makes us the CEOs,
Right.
because we've already bumped our head. We've
Yeah.
been in all the mishaps
Yep.
that you can think of, financially, strategically,
Right.
all type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what makes us the CEOs, because we've ran that race already.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like trying to pretty much protect yourself from that, and then just scaling up, right? Just finding that product that you're gonna sell, and then just find the right team, find the salespeople, everybody that can work together to create that product, and then just keep going up.
I'm trying to think of a word. Maybe you can help me with it. I'm trying to think of it, but it's when you're scaling, you have to have. It's kind of like your task that you do every day. What's the word? You got to have the order. It's like an acronym for. Goodness gracious, I say it every day too. SOPs.
Oh yeah, your SOPs.
Yeah, SOPs.
Yeah.
I think that's really important when you're scaling. That's having your SOPs in place.
Yeah.
Like pretty much from wake up to wake up to sundown.
Oh yeah.
You got to have that documented And really, when you get that, I don't know if you had that already, but I think that's going to be a game
Yeah,
changer.
yeah. I have a couple SOPs already set in place, so
Mm-hmm.
my team knows what we're about,
Yep.
how we work, what's needed from their part, how we act as a team, all these
Mhm.
different things. Like I built them out before I started hiring people, and I spent a good amount of time. So I have like a Notion board where everyone's on there. I have SOPs pretty much structured out there of how we do the work, what's expected from them, the kind of contracts for subcontractors and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
everything's set in stone. And
So you mentioned Notion.
yeah,
Let's talk about some tools that can help some people.
yeah,
All right. So Notion, that's
yeah.
one of them.
hmm
What is Notion for the people that don't know?
So Notion, you can use it in a variety of ways. You can use it for a to-do list. You can use it for, keeping track of your workouts. You can use it for Bible study. You can use it for a lot of things. But I actually found it really useful for project tracking and kind of running my own agency. So I keep track of all my notes, all my meetings, all the SOPs, all the contracts, and then I have every single project is kind of laid out in its own page, and there's tasks under that. Everyone's assigned to a specific task, so it's just a big place to organize. Like,
Big time.
yeah, it's just a big place to just organize all your notes and things to do.
Highly recommend
Yeah,
it.
you need it.
You gotta
Yeah,
have
you
it.
gotta have it.
Notion is one. Give me another one.
I mean, there's also, let's see.
We talked about Go High
I
Level.
mean, there's GoHighLevel. There's another one that I'm trying to think of that was really, really good. I mean, there's other basic ones like Trello boards and
Trello.
there's which other one? I mean, you could use Jira, but that's more like for projects like making actual code.
We got
We
ChatGPT.
got ChatGPT.
And what's the other one that you can kind of create those pitch decks on?
Mm,
You don't know that one?
I do, but I don't use it that often, so I don't
Me
know the name.
neither. Me
Yeah.
neither. Me neither.
Gamma was one.
Gamma. That's what. Man, Gamma is cold.
It's good though.
Yes.
It's really good. The designs that it comes up with, yeah, the
Yes.
colors,
You
fonts.
can create a pitch deck.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, so beautiful with
seconds.
Gamma.
Yeah.
Yes, in seconds.
yeah, it's impressive.
Let me tell you, I dropped this on you. So my sister, her name is Daniel. She is the CEO of Black Chat GPT.
Okay.
She goes around the world and speak about her AI. She is probably like top AI in the AI world.
Wow.
Yes.
I think you had mentioned it, but
I
we never
did.
really spoke about it so much.
Okay. Yeah. So it's Chat Black GPT. It's kind of like Chat GPT, but now don't get me wrong. I don't know too much about it.
Okay.
I would rather her speak on it. But
Sure.
to me, I think she created it because ChatGPT is somewhat biased.
Yeah.
It's biased. I think when she was creating it and she wanted to learn about Black history, it didn't give her the correct answers.
Oh wow.
It didn't tell her about slavery. It didn't. And then she just got upset with it. She worked for Meta. She ran a big board at Meta. She worked for Microsoft. She worked for the big tech companies.
Yeah.
And then she saw all the scrutiny and the bias inside of the tech industry. And she was like, I'm fed up with it. I'm about to create a new GPT.
Yeah.
And she is going crazy.
Wow.
Literally going crazy.
Wow. Yeah, you had
Yes.
mentioned her, but I forgot actually the name of hers. I was gonna mention it to you,
Yes.
but yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that and see where you can collab or something.
Have you ran across any type of bias with AI?
I mean, definitely, definitely. Yes, there has been. There has been. It gives you the wrong information. Yeah. It also it's a big one in like the religion space.
There you go.
So that's a really big one.
Mhm.
Politics is
There
a
you
big
go.
one. Some of the wars and history.
There you go.
A lot of controversial topics. Totally off.
Yes.
Yeah, totally off. Or it gives you like doesn't want to say the proper things.
You're right,
It's
man.
crazy. Yeah,
You're right.
someone's controlling it behind the scenes.
Somebody is controlling
Yeah.
it. Yeah. So you speak a lot about faith and a lot about God.
Yeah.
Has it been a time in your journey where you had to kind of lean on your faith and your back was against the wall and
Yeah.
faith was really your light?
Definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, so when I transitioned over to my business,
Mhm.
so the entire last year, I was at another business working with some business partners. I had mentioned it to you, it was some PPF business, and we also had a marketing company. So we did pretty well there, and they actually introduced me to the Christian church. I was a Catholic my entire life. And, I was even helping the priest up there and, I was really involved in the Catholic Church. But I started going to the Christian church because there was I had gone to some Catholic church here, but I didn't really like it so much. It didn't feel like home. So I went to this Christian church. They invited me in the English. So I speak Spanish.
Okay.
But I went to the English one and it was very good. A lot of the stuff they were speaking was very nice, a lot of wisdom, very relatable. And it got me a little bit closer, but not as close. I got pretty close, but there was some stuff there. And then when I left, there's also a Spanish version of the church.
Okay.
So I went to the Spanish side after I left the company with them. And the first day that I went there, it was like, I don't know, heaven came down. Like, I started to feel like the love of God there.
Man.
People started coming up to me like, "Hey, you're new here?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm new here." It's like, "Man, nice to meet you." Like, so much love, man. It was like, I hadn't felt that before, man.
Man,
And
that feeling is like electrifying. Like,
was-
I'm getting goosebumps right
Yeah,
now just
yeah.
talking about it, just because I know how strong having faith, how far they can get you. And just, I know that feeling that
Yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah.
When
And
you know you're in the
And
right
I remember
place.
the exact day, bro. It was December 15th, 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was because that day, some guy was like, "Hey, do you really know Jesus Christ?" And I was like, "I feel like I do, yeah." It's like, "But do you really know him?" And then he kind of started talking to me, and I was like, "Well, I guess maybe I'm not so sure."
Okay.
And I pretty much gave my life there to Christ. And after that, like, insane doors have opened after that. Like, insane. Like, I was like, how is this possible? This is not real. It's not happening. It's like, I can't really believe to where my business is now. And I think it's literally all God. Like how I told you, like 2 days later, a business came.
Yes.
Like, that's insane. And after I joined that, so I made a really good group there. It's all Spanish people that speak Spanish, but a lot of people speak English too. And I got really close with the pastor. I actually got a business mentor from there. So he helped my business mentor, Lisa, shout out to him. He helped me shape my mind from a freelancer to a CEO.
There you go.
And I was doing a lot of quotes and invoices at freelancer prices. He's like, "No, man, you need to change your mind here. It's like, you're now a company. You're not a freelancer. You're not Daniel Leal. You're Spiderbug AI."
Exactly.
And that helped me a lot in that journey. I got closer to God. I read the Bible every day now. I'm really spiritual driven. I pray a lot, and I'm very involved in the church too. So we have a little group now for men, and we have like a little Bible study almost every Wednesday. But we have a little bit of a break now, but
Okay.
it will start again in August. But I got really involved now, and I just feel like my life has just completely transformed.
As it should.
Completely
As it
transformed.
should.
Yeah. And after that, just nonstop people have been coming, and the right people into my life and business.
Man, I love that, man.
Yeah.
I hate to put you on the spot with
No, you're
this,
good.
but what's your favorite Bible verse? Do you have one?
Yeah, I would probably say Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that I can do
I can do all things through Christ
who strengthens me?
Yep.
Yeah, I got that tattooed on me.
Yeah.
That exact Bible scripture.
yeah.
Yep. That's one of my favorites, actually.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and I think it was Psalm 27, verse 1.
My other Bible scripture right here. No, this is Philippians.
Philippians chapter 4, 11 to 13.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I got the Psalms,
The
the one
Psalm.
that you just
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah.
I got that tattooed
Which
on
is
me. Is it that I can do all things? No.
similar, but it's like God is with me, so why should I be afraid?
The Lord is my
The
light
Lord
and
is
my
my light.
stronghold.
Yep.
Who should I be afraid of?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Bro, you literally just said my two favorite scriptures in the
Wow.
Bible that I've got tattooed
Wow.
on my body.
Wow. I didn't know you had it. That's crazy.
Yes, man.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, those are my favorite. Yeah.
Those are my
It
favorite.
helps me through my journey. It helps me when I face setbacks or when I'm uncertain of things. It's like that. Those verses just really hit me.
So you mentioned going from a freelancer to a CEO.
Yeah.
And when that happens, there's a difference in price.
Oh, yeah.
How I know you've had struggles with this, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Talk to me how you kind of overcame the pricing struggle
Mhm.
coming from a freelancer to Spiderbug AI.
Yeah.
Maybe you were building websites for $250,
A little more,
but now
but
Spiderbug is 10,000.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I wouldn't go that low.
Okay.
That was like maybe high school, college days where I actually did charge one for $250, but now it's like minimum price is $5K for a website,
Okay.
5 to 10 and upwards.
Okay.
But how I changed that was like, okay, now I'm getting multiple projects. I'm trying to delegate people now. It's like, why should I be charging, $2,000 for a website? And,
There's no profit
there's no
in it.
profit there. There's no profit. No one's going to eat there.
And it's a headache too.
It's a headache. And, if you really break down the hours, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. So it's like, okay, like now I'm paying this guy, but is it really worth 2,000? No. Like he's going to take most of the money, right?
And he's going to make money
and
with
he's
the
gonna
website.
Make money. Yeah,
right.
Exactly. So it's like, you have to kind of like start analyzing how much time you're wasting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, maybe a website I was charging $3,000. And I was like, also have bills now, right? And I don't have a source of income. This is my source of income.
Mm-hmm.
So once you start analyzing that, if that's really all that you have, it's like you have to change your mind. And you have to also see the actual value that you're giving to these customers.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to also put some respect on your name. Like what is your value? What are you valued at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that helped me a lot, especially since I've had a lot of experience in the software engineering world. I didn't mention it, but I was a software engineer at Lockheed Martin.
Oh, nice.
So I was getting paid good there.
Real good.
Right. So and then I left, and then I started that marketing company with those people, and then now I have my own thing. But
now
I surpassed all those incomes.
Exactly.
Doing a lot better.
I like that. I like that. So if someone cannot afford the 10K, do you have a lower tier package, like a starter package?
Yeah, I mean, there's 5. And in special occasions, if really maybe, it depends on the complexity of the website too. But if they want something basic, it might be able to be a little lower than 5. But usually 5 is the best price to keep it fair in both parties for my team and for the company.
Yep.
And we provide the really good work.
I was going to ask you, do you provide some ongoing support?
Yeah, we do ongoing support. So we have like a maintenance plan too that we can keep track of if you want constant updates or if there's actually, some articles that you want to be published or stuff like that when we have those packages available.
Nice. And on your websites, are you including the automations?
Some of them.
Okay.
Some of them, like it's a package.
Okay.
So if they want some sort of automation of, I closed one on a food truck. So he's in South Texas, but he has a whole automation to where if someone books one of the food trucks, he gets a notification and it sends an email to the people and a text message, stuff like that. So it depends on the customer and the need, if they need it. So
nice. And you mentioned SaaS.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know, what is SaaS?
So SaaS is a software as a service. So that's pretty much any software that you can kind of license out, right? So that would be maybe like HubSpot, if you know about HubSpot, if you know about pretty much every single one out there, Slack. All these are software as a service.
Okay.
It's just a platform that you build and people purchase a license.
White label.
A monthly license, like a monthly.
A monthly license.
Yeah. So let's say I sell one for, let's say, making a podcast. I help you create the scripts and I help you maybe analyze some of the videos and I put that all into like a nice dashboard and an app. I can charge, let's say, $20 a month. That's a SaaS.
I like that.
It's pretty much like an app that you charge that anybody can use. Yeah, everyone has their own account.
Now you mentioned podcasts. You mentioned SaaS. 10x my business. How would you do that with automations? Not even knowing my pain points, but knowing the business. How would you grow this podcast with automations and website design?
Let me think here. I mean, you already have some automations.
I do.
So you told me you did have some GoHighLevel stuff.
Yes.
Now you're one person.
Yes.
So it's like, how far can you scale? How much time do you have? Right?
Right.
So you can only book so many calls, so many people during the day.
Right.
You don't have multiple mics. There's no other mic juniors running around. So it has to be just you. So it's probably going to scale to some certain degree and then you're going to hit probably a peak.
Exactly.
Right? Either that or then that's when you maybe start touching other funnels like a course. How do you do this type of podcasts? How do you run them? How do you properly interview a person? How do you hire the right videographer, the right camera guys? How do you properly structure the videos? How to grab the most attention out of these podcast clips? That can be a whole course.
Okay.
That can maybe 10x some of your income.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But in terms of getting more traffic, I mean, you already said you have a couple calls that you do. And then also, ads. obviously
Running ads.
run ads.
No, I like that. I think the main key point I took away from that was the course.
Yeah,
You know,
of
because we
course.
have all these moving pieces.
Yeah.
Everything looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Got my guy Roddy over here with the production.
Yeah.
And, you know, just putting all of that stuff into a course
Yeah.
and educating people so they don't make mistakes.
Exactly.
And you can monetize that.
Exactly. And you have, really good quality yourself.
Right.
You have good results. You have good testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
And people here in Dallas would probably even want to know about that stuff and want to meet in person than having to meet online. If you have kind of like a little, get together everybody that wants to learn about it, charge a couple $100, whatever, and teach the people. I mean, it's all free knowledge. Everyone can build it.
Exactly.
Right? But you can also kind of create like mentoring with them, and then that'll kind of create a recurring revenue for you too.
I like that.
Yeah.
Man, you got my mind going. That's building billions. I
Yes,
told
there we
you,
go.
man.
There you
Like
go.
now
Literally.
I'm thinking about stuff
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, it's one that I just thought about right now. It's like you're gonna get to a cap point
Yep.
of how many podcasts you can do. Right.
Yeah.
It's like Joe Rogan. Right.
Mhm.
He can only do so many.
Right.
But he monetizes with ads as well. He has people get in there with ads. Once you have that reach, right?
Once you had to reach.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Daniel, for
Of
that
course.
free consultation
Yeah,
on the
I got you.
podcast.
I'm gonna have to charge you after this.
We can swap some type of services
Yeah,
out or
yeah,
something, man.
No, I got you. No,
Appreciate
no.
it. Appreciate it.
And yeah, it's like, I love giving people advice and inspiring others, and that's really
Yes.
what I love doing, helping people. So doesn't matter for me.
So, since you've been in Frisco,
Mhm.
what's some of the things that you enjoying to do besides going to church and
Yeah.
working?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I do. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Yes.
all I do, I'm in the office there till like 10, 11 p.m. It's crazy. I feel like I don't have much of a life, but it's the hustle and the grind at the moment. But I enjoy being with friends. I have some people from church, and I like socializing with them. I like going back home sometimes to visit my family. Other than that, I mean, also reading. I like to read and learn more, and also study and build some other stuff that I'm working on. So just really growing. Like I just love learning and
You're in
growing.
that phase that you just
Yeah, I'm on
kind of
that
just
phase of rapid fire mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, I don't really go out much. I don't
Mhm.
really. I'm not a party guy.
Mhm.
Like here and there, we can go to a bar or have a
Mhm.
drink here, but for me, I'm just pretty much locked in at the
Mhm.
moment, and my team is as well.
And I know you have an interest in cars.
Yeah.
Do you get a chance to mess around with the cars still?
I mean, not so much. I mean, I like to go to some of the car shows, and I have my big client that builds the world's fastest C8s.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got to drive it last time, and that was probably the craziest car I've ever driven. It was 1,200 horsepower.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to drive it from one of the shows they had. He didn't have enough drivers, so I was like, oh, it's unfortunate, right? My turn. So I got in there, had to drive it an hour to his house.
Ooh, I bet you had
Ooh,
a
had
good
some
time,
good time.
that hour.
Yeah, I had some good time on the highway. But yeah, you step on it, it just like has that lag, and then it's just like you have to hold on to the wheel.
You said it's an E-Ray?
It's an E-Ray, so it has the all-wheel drive.
Oh,
So
I
it
was
just-
thinking electric. That's not
So
electric.
it's electric. It has electric, like an electric all-wheel drive system.
I got you.
So it has a battery and everything, and it's crazy. Yeah, it's really fast. Yeah. So stock they're already super fast, but now he had a twin turbos and all this it's extremely fast. But yeah, I like to stay still in the car space. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I dream of having really cool cars, and I don't really see them as kind of like a thing to like show off or anything. I'm really passionate about cars, and
Yeah.
I love it's like an art piece for me. So I like Audi R8s, I like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Porsches. Porsches are my favorite.
I love Porsches, man.
Yeah.
You can tune those things
Oh,
up
yeah.
and they can shoot out fire in the back,
Yeah.
sound real good. I love a good Porsche, but man, they're so expensive,
Yeah,
man. They
yeah.
can get up to $500,000
Oh,
on
yeah.
a Porsche.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the model. But it's worth the penny.
Yeah, it is.
Worth the penny, and they last for a good while. They're pretty much indestructible. And track monsters.
Track monsters.
Yeah, yeah. They're really good in the track.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Gripping the curves
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, cool, Daniel, man. Appreciate you giving me that insight, man, and kind of learning about you.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop into one of my favorite segments of the
Okay.
podcast, kind of closing segment.
Sure.
I like to play a game called This or That. So I'm going to
Mm,
ask you this or
right.
that.
All right. All
You
right.
got to give me the answer, and then you
Mm,
have to tell me why.
got it. All right.
Okay?
All right. Let's do it.
I'm gonna try not to be too challenging.
Okay.
So, you say you like to read. So, this or that, reading a book or listen to audiobook, and why?
Mm. Well, it depends on the situation. So for me, I do a lot of driving back home, and it's 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I do the audiobook, right? But I do enjoy books. Just if I'm at home, it's the book. Just I like digging myself in the book. Just capturing all that information. It also depends on the person how they learn. So some people can read visual, some people can learn better on hearing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just depends. But I do prefer books.
Prefer books.
Yeah, I prefer books because I feel like I'm reading and I'm also like almost like talking to myself while I'm reading it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm hearing it, I feel like I can get distracted with my eyes. Right. So if I'm driving, you could still be listening to it, but then you can get distracted with the road or
Right. You
you
like to
see
lock
something.
in when you're reading
Yeah,
and
exactly.
consuming information,
Mm-hmm.
locking in.
Yep, yep.
All right. So that's good. So, all right, this or that, uh, losing your phone or losing your laptop.
Oh, wow. For sure my phone probably. Because I have that really backed up. I could easily get another one and transfer everything in there, but the laptop would be chaos. Chaos. I actually thought about it recently. I have to start backing up things because yeah, if I lose some code on there, woo, it's game over.
Man, one time I broke
Yeah.
my laptop. Man, I was so sad for the time being until it got repaired. I feel like I just lost everything.
Oh no.
Man, I couldn't imagine losing my laptop.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
lose my phone every day, but
Yeah.
losing my laptop,
No,
I
no. I
can't.
wouldn't be able to live with myself. No,
No.
no. I would for sure break down. Yeah. It's a tough one.
All right, cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so this or that, a beach house or a mountain cabin?
Oh, beach house for sure.
Beach house?
Yeah, I love relaxing. I love the beach. I love the water. For me, I just love the water, the freshness of the water. Yeah, I'm a water and beach type of guy, so definitely beach house. Easy
Beach.
one.
Easy.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Would you rather work from home or work at the office?
So currently, it's just been work at the office
Hmm.
because work at home, I feel like you can get distracted. I don't have anybody at home, but I feel like at the office, you feel the environment that everyone's working at also.
Hmm.
Because like you don't even want to pull out your phone to be on your phone. It's
There
like you
you
just
go.
want to be locked in. And that environment there is just it's just very different compared to being at home where you can just pull out your phone or you can get distracted by, watching a YouTube video or something. No one's really holding you. I feel like no one really holds you accountable at your house. But
Hmm.
at the office, it's like you have your team around you, you have other people around you there. So just another type of vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got to get into that, man. So I'm always working at home, but you're right. If I was to go to the office,
Mm-hmm.
I would not be distracted with my
Yeah.
phone,
Yeah.
distracted with the TV. I
Yeah.
can really lock in.
Exactly.
Yes, but sometimes I search for those distractions.
Oh,
Sometimes I
really?
want distractions.
Ah.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm too locked in,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, there's times where you have to set limits where you can allow yourself to get distracted.
Hmm.
They say it's usually like, spend an hour and then allow your brain to maybe get distracted for 10 minutes,
There you
go
go.
walk around, maybe be on your phone a little bit, and then try to log back in. So you don't
Yes.
maybe strain yourself too. And then, that way you can give your brain a little bit chance to recollect itself, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
And on the topic of books, have you read a book that's kind of helped you in your business journey? Or do you read business books?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
mostly business books. Let's see, the most impactful
I
one
know
so far.
everybody says Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
No, not that one.
Not that one.
No.
Okay.
The one that really impacted me a lot was The 10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker,
Okay.
which he actually lives here in Dallas.
Wow.
But he's a really big multimillionaire guy. He actually kind of created kind of like a GoHighLevel software recently.
Yep.
It's called Hyros.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you heard
He
of Hyros?
created
Yeah, he
Hyros?
created Hyros. Yeah.
And he lives in
He lives
Dallas.
here in Dallas. Yep. Yep.
We got to get him on the podcast.
Yeah. He's a billionaire guy. He makes a lot of money, but he has a really interesting story. He actually started with an SEO company, and he was I think first in the Marines or Army, and then he switched or he learned some stuff there, and then he started his own SEO company, and then sold it for a lot of millions, and then forgot what else he did, and Yeah, he has a really good book on pretty much how to break also from the 9 to 5 as well. He goes into
Ooh,
that.
the 7 pillars of wealth.
The 10 pillars of
The
wealth.
10 pillars of
Yeah.
wealth.
He calls people traffic fighters. Those are the 9 to 5ers. The traffic fighters. The ones that are stuck in traffic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Are you a traffic fighter, bro?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not. I'm not. But that is a good perspective. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people could learn from that.
Yeah.
Even me. You know, I'm gonna go pick that book up
Yeah.
since you recommended it for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then How to Choose Your Enemies Wisely by Patrick Bet-David. I just finished that one.
What's that book about?
How to Choose Your Enemies Wisely. So he kind of goes like, he relates it a lot to athletes. So like how Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Kobe Bryant, all these people had people that they were choosing as their enemies. How to, you know, so they would pretty much create this mental challenge with themselves, like a competition, which maybe didn't even exist.
Wow.
But they would pretty much strive themselves to other levels that were not possible. And Tom Brady did this. People like Steve Jobs, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, all these people had some enemies.
Wow.
And it helps you position your business to a new level.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he mentions the athletes and stuff in the book.
Yeah, he mentions the athletes. He does a lot of personal. So he's a billionaire guy. And he actually used to live here in Addison. He had a big it was called PHP.
Okay.
It was a big insurance company. He sold it for hundreds of millions of dollars.
Man.
But that's a really good book that I just finished. And he goes with personal examples and how he was able to navigate that and how he created his enemies too.
I'm going to get that one too,
It's cool.
man. Cool.
And not in a bad way, but it helps you like just strive for more.
Right. So you say creating an enemy like inside of your brain.
Pretty much, yeah. Or it can be even physical. Like if you did create an enemy,
okay,
like it just boosts that hunger, like it's that competitive spirit.
Hey, Daniel, man, I appreciate you, man. I got a lot of free advice, man. Appreciate it.
For sure.
With no tab, no invoice. I appreciate you for letting me pick your brain.
I have it ready here. Messing with you.
So, how can people tap in with you, man? Where can they find you? How can they tap in with Spiderbug AI? Let everybody know how they can tap in because you have a lot of good value.
For sure.
You're a solution-based type of guy, and whenever you can solve problems, you will always be needed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, where can they tap in with you?
Yeah, I mean, you can follow my personal account, which is Daniel Leal 04 on most platforms, or just Daniel Leal on LinkedIn. And then you can also follow my company, which is Spiderbug AI. There's no other company out there named the same.
Spiderbug.
So you can find it pretty easily on Google, or there's also LinkedIn or Instagram as well. But
man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. This is the Building Billions podcast where I like to bring my friends, my super friends, having real conversations, just building, growing, scaling. These are the type of conversations I literally love to have every day. So I appreciate you for blessing the platform with your presence.
For sure.
And I'm gonna have to have you back on the show when you get to the next point.
Oh yeah.
In your scale, in your journey.
Yeah.
I want to watch with you. I want to grow with you. I'm gonna keep my eyes on you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep my eyes on Spiderbug, and I'm gonna have to get you back in here, man.
For sure.
I appreciate
you
for coming in.
Months,
Couple months.
We'll be back here.
All right, cool. All right, we out.
For sure.
All right, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.